everyone, it's Lindy with Sarah Padme, and thank you so much for joining me today. And today I want to talk about the topic of narcissism. Yay, how fun! But really, I just wanted to make a video and talk about this topic so that maybe some of you out there could gain a deeper perspective and really understand this personality type a little bit better. Now, this is also, I want to let you guys know that I am not a psychologist, I'm not a doctor, okay? So, this is not a professional opinion, but it is an opinion nevertheless. And it is coming from someone who is an empath and someone who is very spiritual and has been on a spiritual path for quite a while. And today, I just wanted to talk to everyone about how to detect narcissism and how to deal with a narcissist. And first of all, I think it's important to explain that this is a spectrum, okay? And I feel like narcissistic type behavior, you actually see that a lot in society in general. So sometimes, just because, someone may have narcissistic tendencies or act that way every once in a while, it doesn't necessarily make them a narcissist, okay? So it's important, I just want the viewers to know that it's important that we don't go around labeling people as narcissists unless, we have actually, really, really been able to see that and kind of, I'm going to go over some characteristics that they have so you can spot them. And if you're seeing a lot of these characteristics, then they probably are a narcissist, and you can do what you want with that, okay? But for empaths especially, I feel that empaths can really just, get caught in the web with a narcissist and really have a hard time letting these people go out of their lives, and it's not a very healthy thing for empaths. It's not a good match. It's not a good match. Empaths and narcissists are not a good match. I mean, that has been my personal experience because I have not been in a romantic relationship with a narcissist in a very, very long time, 15 years or plus even. But these people are out there, they exist, and you will come across them. And especially if you're an empath or just a very sensitive person, because opposites attract. So I've kind of slowly weeded this personality type out of my life. But I've had friends that are this way, and I just personally had an experience with a narcissistic type of person in a professional setting. So I had a business relationship with someone who was this way. Now, some people say, you can deal with people like this if it's in a professional setting. But I was still getting a lot of that narcissistic behavior in a professional setting. So I personally made the decision to move on with my life and let this person go with love. Let them go with love. I really just wanted to make this video because I haven't heard this talk too much about it. I've heard this victim perspective that empaths are victims and they get taken advantage of by narcissists. Okay, well, yeah, that has some truth to it. We, can get taken advantage of by these people, but it's important not to demonize, anyone, and realize that there is good and bad in everyone. Some people are more good than bad, and some people are more bad than good, but we all have both. And it's really important to understand that narcissists are very, damaged and hurt people. They're in a lot of pain, and they have no connection to their heart or their higher self. So that is a loving perspective, just understanding that they are hurting, okay? But that does not mean that you have to stick around. Okay, I don't think I'm a victim, just because I have to deal with narcissistic types here and there. That doesn't make me a victim, but it also does not make me have to deal with these people either. And that's a very empowering perspective to have, is to realize that, these people are humans, just like me. They're human beings. They're just not very compatible personality types for me personally to be involved with. I'm not very compatible with narcissists, okay? So, first let me just start by giving you guys a few characteristics that really define narcissists, okay? When you first meet someone, okay, if you meet a narcissist, something you can spot almost right off the bat is they will love to talk about themselves. They will love to talk themselves up. If you ever want to talk to them about something that's going on with you, they will always flip it around and tell you a story where they had a similar experience, and then just make the conversation bring it back to them, because they love to talk about themselves. They also love attention. They love to be put on a pedestal, okay? And so a lot of narcissists kind of hang out in environments where there are a lot of sensitive type people, and particularly people who are vulnerable in some way. Maybe they're searching for healing in a spiritual or metaphysical community. They're searching for healing. They're searching to deepen their connection with their higher selves, their hearts, and to deepen their connection with Source. They're searching to heal some type of physical ailment, or change a behavior that is very damaging to them. So narcissists hang out in environments like this. It's a perfect environment for a narcissist, because that's exactly what they want. They want to feel very, very important. They will come across as claiming that they are special in whatever profession they are in, that they are special and that they are better than anyone else out there doing the same thing. That they have some kind of special quality that separates them and makes them special, okay? And then they really, really love to think that they have healed or helped a lot more people than they actually have. And then this can actually be really hard to detect, because also another characteristic of a narcissist is they have usually a big following, or a support group around them that protects them and thinks that they are as special and as amazing as they claim to be. So let me just make something clear. We all have special and unique talents and gifts that we all come here with. But we are all people, and no one is better than anyone else here, okay? And that's very important to say, because from a narcissist perspective, they are the best. They have a ginormous ego, and they build themselves up and put themselves on this pedestal like you would not believe. So that's a first indicator. And they have huge egos. So, if someone is just talking about themselves and how great they are, that's a good indicator that they may be a narcissist. And then also, too, they can't stand, if you have knowledge or, information that you want to bring to their attention by someone else that is doing a similar thing that they're doing, they cannot handle that. They just, in my professional relationship that I had, I was trying to help this person professionally, so I, brought to her attention this other person that is really rocking it, and so she could learn, and I was just doing it to try and be helpful. But, like, she didn't want to hear it. She didn't want to hear anything about it. So that's, like, a good indicator that you might be dealing with a narcissist, because that's just, like, saying to them that, you know, they're not the greatest. And they can't have that, because they're very, very fragile people, okay? They're people who live in their ego 100% of the time. And when you live in your ego 100% of the time, that means that you are living in fear and survivalism all the time, because that's what your ego is. It's a survival mechanism for every single human being. Everyone has an ego. Some people have healthy egos, and they put it in check, you know, and they check their ego. You know, but narcissists that's all that exists in their world is their ego. They are not connected to their heart, and they are not connected to their higher self, their source of power. They are not connected to that. So they have to get it from other people. They are energy vampires, essentially. So, let's see here. They claim they are special, and they have special knowledge or skills that others in their same field do not. They can't stand if you bring up others in their profession. They always think they have healed or helped a lot more people than they actually have. And they have big egos, and they talk about themselves always, and they lack empathy. Another thing that narcissists do is, if they make a mistake, they will never take responsibility for it. So they'll blame shift. Okay, that's what it's called. So, like, if they make a mistake without, like, I found with this person that I was interacting with on a professional level, it's supposed to be professional, it wasn't. It turned out not being professional at all, because she ended up kind of, like, personally attacking me all the time when I was just, like, asking simple questions and things like this. But they are very, very sensitive people, and so they will blame shift, like, and accuse you of, like, yelling, or, like, you know, being moody, or, like, you know, having an attitude, or, like, messing up when, like, you really haven't done that. And they will never take responsibility or apologize. And if they do apologize, it's like this really backhanded way. It's not an apology. So they're incapable of taking responsibility for anything in their life. And then another indicator is that they, like, throw pity parties for themselves. Like, they paint a very bleak picture of their situation that they want your help with. They'll just, like, try and make you feel so bad for them that they have just got the short end of the stick, and that, you know, it's just so rough for them. So you'll feel bad for them, and so that you'll want to help that person. And I just want to make something clear, is that, you know, if you have gotten, like, tricked or, like, fallen into a narcissist trap, don't feel bad, don't beat yourself up for it, because that's, like, really easy for empaths to do. Like, just feel like, oh my gosh, how could I have fallen for this? Like, I know better, and this and that. It's just really important to understand that, like, you know, they are very charming people, and they're not, like, all bad. They're really not. But, like, you know, they just use a lot of manipulation tactics to really, like, pull people in. And then once they feel that they have pulled you in and they got you, then they'll start doing the blame shifting and the gaslighting and, like, all this types of things. So, at any point in the relationship, no matter what kind of relationship you have with this type of person, I just want to make it very clear to the viewers that you never have to put up with someone treating you this way if it's really hard for you to handle and it's causing you to suffer. okay? It's causing you to suffer and be very unhappy. And it doesn't matter what kind of relationship it is. If it's just a professional business relationship, if it's a friendship, or if it's a romantic relationship, you don't ever feel that you have to sit there and put up with something like this. It is very, very important that you understand that these people have very low self-esteem and they are cut off from their power source, okay? So these people are sick, and it is very important to love these people so much, okay? These people need love because they are sick and they are damaged, but it's also important to understand that there are ways to love people and also let them go out of your life. You can love people from a distance. I personally am a Reiki practitioner, so, I can send Reiki to people, which is just like healing energy, healing source energy, to people. I can do that, from a distance. And you can pray for these people, and you can pray that they have the best, and do that. But you do not have to stick around. You don't have to stick around and deal with these people. If it is making you unhappy or discontent, or you're suffering like that in any way. So I just feel that, like, for empaths, it can be very hard for us to let people go. And so I just wanted to make everyone aware that, you don't have to put up with these types of people, and you can just love them from a distance. And also, too, maybe I should talk a little bit about how you can let them go with love, okay? It's very important, since narcissists are not ever going to apologize, or if they do apologize, it's going to be like a shallow apology, and they're never really going to take responsibility for what they've done. It's really important to try to let them go in the most loving way you possibly can, without confrontation and without, like, having them be any part of your decision. So you definitely don't want to, like, tell a narcissist that you want them out of your life because, they're doing A, B, or C to you. You just want to make it all about you. So you want to say something like, yeah, I've chosen to pursue other endeavors, so I really need to let this business relationship go, or I really want to just explore this A, B, and C more, or like I am really just trying to, like, improve myself, and I really just want to be around positive people, or just like something like that, but that it's like about you. So you're not putting the blame on them, because they will blame shift on you, and they just be ready, like, be ready. Like, when you upset a narcissist, and it's really easy to upset them, it creates more drama, and it creates, like, more back and forth. So when you let this type of person out of your life, or trying to let them go, you just want to make it as loving as possible and about you and not them. And then also, it's really important to know that, like, once you have let this person go out of your life, that you stick to it. So you stick to that. And if you can put up, like, if you can deal with this personality type and it doesn't bother you, then more power to you. Like, then that's cool. That's awesome. But I'm just saying that you should never feel like you have to. And if it is really becoming a very difficult thing for you to do, then you can let them go, and that's okay. It is totally okay. But just, let them go with love, and then stick to it. Stick to whatever you have told them. Because a funny, also, like, characteristic that narcissists have is it's almost like when you let them go, that, like, pulls them back in. it's very attractive to them when people distance themselves, and it's like makes them want you even more. I've noticed that. So it's just important that you stick to what you said, and even if you need to go no contact with them, then that is very, very helpful to just go no contact. And, you know, just let them, like, act out and do whatever they feel like they want to do, but just don't participate in it anymore. So I hope that this video was informative and really helped you guys more deeply understand the narcissistic personality type and like how to deal with it, and especially how to deal with it if you are suffering and you need to get this person out of your life. Then that's the best way to go about it, is just set a boundary with them and stick to it and don't engage. So with that being said, if you have questions or you want to comment on this topic, then leave it in the comment section below. And I just want to thank whoever is watching. And I do make a lot of videos about spiritual and metaphysical topics, so if you would like to hear me ramble, because sometimes I ramble on my videos, if you'd like to hear me ramble some more about these types of topics, then please subscribe to my channel, and if you hit the little bell, then it will notify you when I make new videos. I am trying to get better about uploading videos onto my channel, because right now I upload one about like once a month or once every 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm trying to make it like a more current thing. But yeah, and I love you guys so much, whoever's watching. I mean, whoever is watching, not a lot of people watch my videos, but I know if I just stay consistent about it, you know, then I'll get more viewers, and it's not even about that. I mean, honestly, I'm just making these videos to ground and this information and bring it here and help myself, but also just help that one person who needs to hear this today. So this video is for you, whoever is watching. And bless you, bless your journey. Until next time, bye!